We are live with week 101 of Nemesis. I am Alexander Shaw, and I am joined by Curtis Robinson. Curtis, how are you doing?
I am psyched for this week's matches. It's post-battle lines, fresh blood, fresh matches. Let's get into it.
And speaking of some fresh blood, we've got a debutee here tonight. And I feel bad because I know anything can happen in the CWL, but in your debut match, you have to go up against Kel Valen, the most dominant superstar in CWL history. I don't like your chances.
Who put her in this match anyway?
Oh no! Whoever did, it was quite the choice. It was a bold move, Cotton. Let's get into this one.
The following match is the opening match of Nemesis and is set for one fall. Introducing first, your Nemesis Women's Champion, weighing 170 pounds, residing in Kyle's boat.
Kel Valen.
Kel Valen.
To make an example of some poor jabroni victim.
Well, I mean, Sonya Evans, again, you may be surprised that she may pull up the upset of the century here tonight, but at the same time, you have to understand that very easy people to debut against. Kel Valen is not what I would describe as easy people. At all.
No.
I don't think there's anyone past, present, or in the future that will be on the same level as Kel Valen is right now.
Well, got my respect, rookie. I'm sure you got Valen's respect for even daring to step into the ring with her tonight. Got guts.
Yeah, well, they might be about to be strewn across the ring.
And her opponent, Sonya Evans.
Debutee making her way to the ring, and now, Curtis,
Yes.
you debuted once upon a time when you started your career. I got to ask, what advice would you give this debuting superstar as they go up against Kel Bleakword Valen?
Well, I give Sonya Evans the advice to go home. She's still intact at this point. Still got her head attached. I think it's in the right place. Clearly her brain isn't. I just think get out there and go home. It's Kel Valen.
This one gets in the way. Oh, able
What?
to dodge the forearm. Maybe we've been underestimating Sonya Evans.
I think she's got her attention.
Russian leg sweep off the bat, and Kel Valen's flat on her back here. Sonya Evans is in control.
She's taking it to her.
And there's the kick to the gut from Kel, and the Luthez press, and this is going about how we thought it would now.
Well, we're even at this stage. I mean, Evans is back on her feet. Irish whip there. she's decked the champion.
Big kick, Sonya Evans. Giving all she's got at the moment. Kel's under the outside, and like I said, maybe we're underestimating this debutee.
I think the debut has just been debut broken.
Kel. Oh, these two. Nothing on the outside. Sonya can get back in the ring, which, to be honest, against someone as dangerous as Kel Valen might be smart.
Maybe she does have some brain stuck in there somewhere.
Let's drop kick, but at the same time, when you're Kel Valen, you've been champion for what, nearly 7 months, 8 months at this point, and you've beaten Davina Rose, you've beaten Annie Thunder, you've beaten Lisa Lovecraft. Who's left for Kel Balin to face.
Well, if this is the last bastion, I think she hasn't got to worry too much about her career trajectory. No offense to Evans here.
Well, we've seen, like, obviously there's people that she's not yet faced on the roster, but at the same time, you've got to feel Kel Balin is the most dominant force in CWL at this point. And she's proving it here tonight.
Drops the lovely PG words there, as always.
Well, CWL has 3 letters, and none of them are P or G, so I don't think Kel Balin needs to worry too much. She hits a snap, Black Dragon suplex.
You were saying about advice to give. I would say just take the 3 count, get out there, take your paycheck, lass.
Oh, and there's a rolling Death Valley driver too. No.
It's a fine line between madness and madness. She's straddling that line.
Well, we saw a great start from Sonya Evans, but Kel Balin, once she got into the driver's seat, she is just taking control of this matchup.
Absolutely. She's quick, and she'll make you pay for any one slip-up. Wrenching those fingers back.
And then knee to the back. Kel Balin has to be just toying with her at this point, when she calls her to her feet. And kick to the gut.
We know where this is going.
Force of nature. Sonya Evans, 1, 2,
That's it.
3. Kel Balin picks up the decisive win in the first match of Nemesis here tonight. You know, I feel like we did go in popular harsh and Sonya here, but she did hold her own for a good portion of that match.
Yeah, she did better than I expected. When you expect nothing and you do something, you've got to say that's progress.
I mean, the opening date, she was able to keep Kel Balin off her game, able to keep it in her playground, but once Kel Balin got into the driver's seat, got into the zone, there was no stopping her here tonight.
The winner of the match, Killer Kel Balin.
And Kel Balin looks fresh as a daisy coming out of this. We talk about fresh starts, but Balin's still rolling. It's just momentum building and building and building. Let's see where this heads.
Momentum building. You've got to wonder, who can stop the killer Kel Balin? On to our next match. We have The Order finally getting back together here tonight and going up against a debut tag team in the War Boys.
The War Boys, you say?
It's the War Boys.
The Boys, if you will.
Yes, this could be an interesting one. The Order hasn't teamed in a while, and Ricky Valentine's probably reeling from that disgustingly brutal match against Harris. This could be a chance for the War Boys to really shine.
The following match is a tag team scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, the gorgeous Ricky Valentine, Ace Anderson, The Order.
The Order makes their way to the ring, having lost Eba at Battle Lines, him having to take some time away from the CWL to go film his movie. We wish him all the best there in CWL, but these two looking to get into the tag title scene, it seems.
Yes, they do. And they're looking mighty. You were saying about any rust in that, but they look pretty cohesive. Enigmatic as ever.
Yep.
Let's see if it's all shiny armor.
And their opponents, Kron and Haas, the War Boys.
War Boys making their way to the ring. I think, what's your first impression on them so far, Curtis?
I hope that they have something despicable lined up, because the War Boys look menacing, dominant, powerful, and I hope that their in-ring prowess reflects their crazy get-up, because they look ridiculously fiendish.
Coming to the ring, both these men, I think they're on a mission here tonight. If they can pin Ace Anderson and Ricky Valentine, not just, two members of the most dominant stable in the CWL's history, but a former world champion in Ricky Valentine and a former Twitch champion in Ricky Valentine, that would send a huge message.
Certainly would. So, what do you know about these War Boys then?
I don't know too much. Outside of the fact that they seem to like Mad Max. But
Okay.
besides that, not much. As Warboy, one of these is Warboy Crown and Warboy Haas. I'm not sure which is which.
Okay, well, I've never seen a Mad Max tag team inspired before. See how it pays off.
Take him to the ground with that flatliner. Now try
Just
into the. Let's say that's Crom coming into the ring now, the big one. That's gonna be Crom.
Yes, we've just heard it through our headsets. This is Crom.
Yeah, so till someone tells us otherwise, that's gonna be Crom. And now Crom sending Ace Anderson off the ropes. Oh, went for a spinning elbow.
I think that's the main thing when you get a big, strong boy like this. Keep him down, otherwise you're free bar. And Valentine's wisely keeping the big man stabilised. Crom is up in the air and down. Okay, so get out from under the table. They're not that scary. Seriously, Alex. And he's on the ground. Okay. Anyway, Crom is doing some battle here, but he's coming back now with that shoulder tackle, circling menacingly, and he's just put Haas into the action. And let's see what this guy's made of. He's got a noticeable size difference to Valentine, but let's see if actually we've seen plucky competitors bounce out. Size isn't always the be-all and end-all in victories here. As the corner goes Valentine.
Now Haas squaring up on the world champion there. Ricky Valentine able to get back to this one.
Oh, you found your courage to get out from under the table then?
I was
Proud of you,
never
buddy.
under the table. First of all, my headset was having some technical difficulties.
Yeah, like the head was under the table hiding. Jawbreaker there from Valentine.
Don't get me started, okay? I've never hidden from someone. Everyone else hides from rocks once he comes down to the ring. I don't.
You and I both. You knew we had something in common.
Now, Seth going off the ropes here. And a big splash. Goes for
The
the cover. No. It's gonna take a lot to put Ricky Valentine down. We
So
saw that at Battlelands.
what's your take on these two then? What's your opinion so far? Debut match?
I mean, the fact that they're holding their own with two guys like the Order says a lot about, well, just how cohesive they are as a unit. There's the forearm setting to the ground, and also they're more of like a scrappy style. They aren't too technical with it.
That does always pay dividends if you're able to play that style flawlessly. Don't give any gaps.
Oh, there's the shoulder breaker to Haas, and I think Ricky sending him into the corner here.
That's just had his wings clipped. Now the Order are firmly in control with that.
Whoa, and a pop-up back suplex. With the big man Prom able to break it up.
Another cover from Ensign.
enough as Ricky hits a brainbuster on Crom. Haas makes it to his feet. Straight jacket backbreaker. And a choke slam to Ricky Valentine.
These two are making a statement here.
Crom, besides Haas, super kicks Ace Anderson next week. And went for the second super kick, but Ace able to get out of the way. Almost hits a high card to the back of the head there.
I'm just wondering. Oh,
Into a cattle mutilation. Haas might have to tap out.
Is he going to?
The arms, the pencil-thin arms of Haas getting stretched out there. As he sends Ace Anderson into the War Boys' corner. Off the rope. Pop-up power slam to Ace Anderson. I don't think Crom's done, but Ace able to get into it.
These DreamWorks creations becoming nightmare creations.
Now once more, pop-up back suplex.
Well, I'm remonstrating with the referee about that. Feeling slighted, but... Oh, Anderson's got him.
No! Wasn't enough to put the big man down. Crom has not taken that much hits.
Crom's impressing me. That was a solid kick out when they needed it the most. No one in the corner for him. We've just seen Anderson took care of Haas there. Classic Valentine there.
Maybe Ricky and Ace not able to get as much on that pop-up back suplex as they like because of the fact that they maybe have a bit of exhaustion from battle lines.
Exhaustion, and Crom is a big dude. Scary guy. Not many guys at all in the Valentine.
And we saw the absolute war of a match that Ricky Valentine had, and we saw Ace Anderson, who was the final, champion of the Battle Lines team for Nemesis. So they both had pretty hectic nights.
Both of them have, and these two fresh as Daisy on their debut. So like we were saying about the tournament as well, it's one thing to win matches, it's one thing to win a string of them.
Sending a face first, right on his gorgeous face.
It's not like these two have got to worry about that sort of thing. Maybe they think they're helping him out, making him look like them or something. Either way, Valentine is now symmetrically challenged as Crom dropped him into the into the concrete face first.
Crom continuing the onslaught.
Let's do some more facial surgery here.
Now he's up by our announce table. We're going to want to be careful.
And you might. I'm sitting back down, buddy.
Oh, and a super kick dodged by Crom and another corkscrew elbow.
Oh, Valentine had an answer for that.
These are just trading strikes on the outside. They need to be mindful of the referee's 20 count.
Gorgeous one's face just imploded.
Throwing Valentine into the ring, but Valentine able to make the tag to Ace, and Ace is in the ring.
He needed that tag. Ace is on fire running into this. He's been waiting for this.
And with this kitchen sink, Ace is on the case here tonight. And a spine buster.
Fantastic.
A little bit of upping the ante as Ace Anderson going into the cover. 1, 2. No, the big man Crom staying alive.
I don't think there was much Haas could have done, even if that wasn't the case. That was all testament to Crom there.
And maybe was going for that back suplex pop-up with Valentine, but Valentine's out on the ground, but Ace Anderson choosing to improvise there with the drop kick under the turnbuckle.
I think Valentine saw any of that. He's on Dream Street.
He took quite the beating from Fromm before he was able to make the tag into Anderson.
Yes, he did. That was a sorely needed tag.
Finally stirring to his feet. It was Ace Anderson returning his assault, targeting the arms and midsection of Fromm, and now lifting the big man up into a sit-out powerbomb.
These two really have taken a disliking for each other.
The War Boys have come to disrupt the order here tonight. But Ace Anderson not letting Fromm have any of it. And now Ace fighting from beneath here. It's everything Fromm has done lately. Ace has had a counter for. He's had an answer for.
That's wildly veteran experience, perhaps, but we've got Haas in now. Will it have the same effect that...
Oh, and I think it's going to have that same effect. Oh, and maybe I took too soon.
Haas losing his dance there, but... Little Ultimate Dragon special there.
As Ace gets back into this one. High card to the bridge of the nose.
Oh my gosh.
But Haas able to get to his feet.
I can't believe that Haas is a vertical base after that. A high card's put many a man away. The jawbreaker there as well. What's Haas got still here?
And now you have to be impressed by the absolute performance here tonight. The clinic from the War Boys going up against two of Nemesis's best.
Absolutely, they've really had a gutsy performance here. As she said, no frills, just spills. That'd make a hell of a t-shirt.
As Haas, Ace battling on the outside at the moment. But Haas is not where he wants to be. He's going to want to get to inside the ring. Going to want to try to get to a friendly corner here. As he sends Ace into the ring. But Ace able to tag in Ricky, and Ricky is back into this one.
Looking for some retribution, but I think.
And now gliding up Haas. And I think he's going to be calling for a bit of a St. Valentine's Day massacre here. Oh, but he catches the kick! Real kick by Haas.
What's he got now?
Knee drop to Valentine. Haas now back in control. Oh, goes for the running super kick. Valentine able to dodge it.
It's the corner here.
Powerbomb position.
This is bad.
Buckle bomb. Shades of former Order member Maverick Dallas. Rest in peace.
Yes.
Goes into the cover 2. No.
And even if he was, Crom was there, ready to break it up. Should things have taken a 3 count there.
Sends him into the corner. Oh, it's bomb!
Oh my god!
Inverted suplex to the outside. The War Boys are bringing the war to the Order.
Bringing it? Wow, okay. I'll sit back down, shall I?
Yeah, it's Ricky Valentine right beside us here. These two have been trading strikes.
There's some immediate dislike between all 4 of these men. They're giving as good as they're getting. This, I wouldn't mind seeing this again sometime.
Both these men proving their worth for a possible title shot in future. Ricky now has Warboy Haas down to 1 knee. Bounces him off the apron. Goes to lift him. Ricky, though, I think the exhaustion of this match is getting to him. Unable to lift Haas there.
And Haas managing to send Ricky, not airborne, but straight to the floor like a sponge bouncing off that post.
Ricky gets up to his feet. And Haas, though, not staying down for long. Running super kick, he finally hits it.
What's next for him? Come on, capitalise on it.
Oh, Ricky not giving him a moment to. Big backbreaker.
Why is this thing Valentine's done all night? Break up that link between Crom and Haas.
Hammerlock lariat from Valentine. Valentine is taking over control of this matchup. Picks up Haas.
What's next?
But Haas looked like he was going for that shoulder breaker there. And a running knee. Shades of Ace Anderson.
He didn't need that one.
Dodges the super kick this Valentine. Lifts him up. Another shoulder breaker.
If that's a cover, that's going to be a 3 count, I think. He's done. That's got to be done.
Well, Vegas Haas slowly gets to his feet. Ricky circling like a shark, knee to the head into a spinning lariat. Just yelling at Haas to stay down. Ricky sends him into the corner.
No. What are we seeing? Are we going to see another? Yes.
Third and possibly fatal. Pop up back suplex. 1, 2, 3 as the order. Clear house and pick up the win in a, no pun intended, war of a match.
Well, I've seen debuts. I've seen other debuts. That was one of the most impressive debuts, even in defeat, that I've ever seen in CWL.
The War Boys left it all out in the ring there tonight. But in the end, Ricky Valentine and Ace Anderson picked up the victory. And now he's got to feel, after that good of a match, and
the gorgeous
future
Ricky
showing
Valentine,
at Battle Lines, could they be next in line for a tag title shot?
Next,
we have Dr. Wrestling Jr. versus Daniel Chandler. And the winner will get added to the poll at Verdict, where the winner of said poll will get to face Brandon Michael Smith for the Nemesis World Heavyweight Championship.
the Battle of the Brandons could become a thing after all.
The following match is set for one fall. Introducing first, weighing 150 pounds, from Tijuana, Mexico, Dr. Wrestling Jr.
The Doctor is in, as Dr. Wrestling Jr. makes his way down to the ring.
He's, well, we know what the Docs can do. We know the party he brings to CWL. This is going to be a great matchup. And it's going to head into a great one, whoever faces BMS.
Thing is, though, with Dr. Wrestling Jr., he's been on a little bit of a slump as of late. Not able to pick up some vital wins, and got to wonder, with Daniel Chandler having recently beaten BMS, could Chandler take advantage of this losing streak and submit his chance to face the world champion once more?
He could well do.
Dr. Wrestling Jr. gets ready for this one. This could be his chance to turn everything around.
And his opponent, from London, England, the British Bruiser, Daniel Chandler.
Now, Daniel Chandler making his way down to the ring. You know, to pick up your first win in the CWL against the world champion is not a bad way to end a losing streak. Now, he hopes to continue that winning streak here tonight. The issue is, will the Lion of Nemesis be able to take down the Good Doctor? We've seen upsets happen before. Will we see another right here? Right now.
Right here. Oh, copyright strike.
This one gets underway. Bring a ding as Chandler laying in the strikes. And Doctor having to fire back with some of his own.
Getting as good as given.
And these men are moving at quite the fast pace so far, despite that going to a chain wrestling here. These two are going hold for hold pretty quickly. Now the strikes again, getting laid in, and a lariat taking the Dr. Wrestling Jr. to the ground. Catching the leg, and a dragon whip by Daniel Chandler. Oh, and a jawbreaker by the Good Doctor gets him back to this one. Got to ask, who would you give the advantage to here? I believe Curtis may have lost his mic here. We're having a little bit of technical difficulties as Dr. Wrestling Jr. gets back into this one. Continuing the forearms as he sends him onto the middle rope. A big knee drop to Daniel Chandler as Dr. Wrestling Jr. gets back and controls this one. And this is the form we're used to seeing from the Doctor. You know, he's been again in a bit of a slump as of late. This could be him finally breaking it. And a rolling neck snap. DFJ now. Gotta feel, could he be called? Oh, he goes for that big running knee. And Chandler might be knocked out. 1, 2, no. So now, Dr. Stu has to be wondering what it's going to take to put down Daniel Chandler. Oh, but Chandler, fireman's carry reversal, getting back into this one. Dr. Wrestler Jr., neither man giving an inch. Spanish fly from Dr. Wrestler Jr. Now, in the corner, could he be calling for the apple a day? Lifts him up. And he hits it into the cover. 1, 2, 3, and the Good Doctor moves on to verdict. Dr. Jr. did not give Daniel Chandler much of a chance to get this one started, to get going in this matchup, and was able to capitalize on that. And we see there that brutal TKO. Could, if he hits that, a verdict, and if he wins the poll, will we see him as a new champion?
The winner of the match and entering the world title poll, Dr. Wrestling Jr.
As we try to fix my co-partner's microphone here, as we try to fix his headset, we'll move on to our next match of the evening as Jim Lightsell takes on Flapjack Carter in an Extreme Rules match. Now, bit of backstory for some of you folks that may be just joining CWL for the first time. Jim Lightsell and Flapjack Carter were two of the members in the Twitch title Triple Threat at Battle Lines. Now, Leitzel proceeded to hit the suplex pile driver on Xander Woods in that match. However, Flapjack capitalized, threw him out of the ring, and stole the win.
following match
Will
is an
Leitzel get
Extreme
revenge
Rules
here tonight?
match set for one fall. Introducing first, weighing 205 pounds, from Mexico City, Mexico, your Twitch champion and one half of your CWL Tag Team Champions, Flapjack Carter.
As Flapjack Carter makes his way to the ring, I believe Curtis has gotten his headset fixed. Curtis, can you hear me? I believe we are still appearing to have some form of technical difficulties here, ladies and gentlemen.
I can hear you just about over this crowd.
Oh, there
Alex,
you
I'm
are,
back.
Curtis. There you
I'm
go.
back. The tale as old as man on microphone. Here comes Flapjack Carter with the Discord title.
Well, the Twitch title. Gotta remember, it was the Twitch title that many people feel, Leitzel included, that he stole from Leitzel at Battle Lines. Well, it might not be on the line tonight. Leitzel gets a chance to prove that he was the rightful champion.
And his opponent, weighing 241 pounds, from San Rafael, California, Jim Leitzel.
Out through the smoke comes Jimothy Leitzel. Man, so sour about his defeat that he got mistaken for a lemon at the shop.
Now, there is a part of me that does have to agree with Leitzel's plight about the fact that he technically hit the move that ended the match, and that Flapjack Carter just have to be in the right place at the right time. However, that's the dynamic of a triple threat match. We brought it up at Battle Lines. Triple threat matches are all about timing. Flapjack Carter was able to take care of both members of the match. He played it smart. Yes, it might not have been the most honorable thing to do, but he played it smart.
Of course, you know the difference between a good joke and a bad joke timing.
Fair enough, but Leitzel will get a chance to maybe challenge for that Twitch title once again, as at verdict, the Twitch title challenger will be decided by fan vote. And so far, as of right now, the current people who have tossed their names into the ring, we have Alex Graves, William the Wolf Black, Jim Leitzel, and whoever else chooses that they want a shot at that Twitch title.
It's already a pretty illustrious setup there.
And should Jim Leitzel win here tonight, I mean, that's got to make the fans at least consider voting for him.
Well, definitely. I mean, Leitzel's already a pretty engaging character as it is. Interesting dude. Let me tell you.
And Flapjack sending Leitzel to corner Carter there immediately out of the gate, and reminded this is Extreme Rules, which means any and all weapons are legal. And they can stay outside as long as they want. We'll let them. As he targets the knee to Flapjack Carter.
Carter might not even make it out the ring at this rate unless he's dumped out.
As he goes for a high knee, but Leitzel counters it. Jumping DDT to Carter. Now, snapman to the ground from Leitzel. As Leitzel has been on a bit of a hot streak as of late. After losing almost 8 matches, was it 7 or 8? I don't remember.
He scratched him.
He picked up some wins against War, and then although he was not able to qualify for the men's Battle Lines team, who's able to qualify for this Twitch title match. He then had a pretty impressive showing there.
He's already looking mighty impressive tonight.
It's Jim Leitzel. Kick to the forehead of Flapjack Carter. Now, knee to the head into a neck breaker combination. And a big, almost a, not sure call that there, turnaround knee. Ripcord knee to Flapjack. Choking the life out of Carter.
So has Lights all won you over yet then?
Oh, and a lights out to Flapjack. May not have won the open, might have just won that match. No, kick out.
I've been telling you since the start, Lights was a gentleman.
You know, I may not necessarily agree with, him attacking people backstage and, the more vicious side of Jim Leitzel. I will admit he's not that bad of a competitor. He still has quite the road ahead of him, but he's shown quite a amount of skill, and I think right now he's looking to put this one away.
That's going to be it.
And that is the one Lights gets you lemons. 2, and Leitzel has just pinned in pretty dominant fashion the Twitch champion.
This is what he needed. This is his point, 100% proven.
And now, although he does not win the title tonight, and although it's not guaranteeing him a title shot, you have to feel this gives him great favor in terms of whether or not to vote for him at Verdict.
The man didn't even need to leave the ring for this.
No, this was Extreme Rules match, but this didn't even touch the outside. Leitzel did not need weapons to end this one.
The winner of the match, Jim Leitzel.
pH level of this room just shifted.
And you've got to feel going into Verdict, this might be the popular vote prediction. But going up next, got a triple threat as Citrina Lamone, Holly Queen, and Riley Reeves face off to become the number one contender for the open weight title. And the two losers of this match will go into the Supremacy Cup.
This is going to be one to watch. This is main event for a blooming good reason. Let's see how this triple threat pans out.
Is a triple threat match set for one fall and is for a number one contendership for the CWF Openweight Championship. Introducing first, weighing 140 pounds, residing in Los Angeles, California, the Renegade, Riley Reeves.
The Renegade of Nemesis, Riley Reeves, making her way down to the ring. And Riley, many have considered her almost a bit of the nearly woman of Nemesis. You know, throughout year two, she has had opportunity after opportunity and has just come so close, but fallen just short. She had a title match against Kel Valen, multiple number one contender opportunities, and has not been able to capitalize.
Yes, the thing is, you can't have nearlies. You've got to have 3 counts. Taps, whatever you take sugar with. She's not had them.
And the opponents, Citrina Lemon.
team captain of the Nemesis women's team at Battle Lines, making her way to the ring. One of the sole survivors of the team.
An important player, absolutely.
She makes her way down to the ring. Gotta feel, only one loss so far here on Nemesis, and it was to Kel Valen. Not had a bad record so far. If she wins here tonight, could that openweight title be as good as hers?
From Pearl River, Mississippi, Holly Queen.
Holly Queen making her way down to the ring. And we talk how people have had turbulent years so far. Taking a look at Holly Queen, the inaugural openweight champion before losing it to Scout McKenzie. Now, here tonight, she has a chance to get a rematch for that openweight title.
Absolutely, this is going to be... was a lot of motivation from every single party heading into this. That's rightly so for openweight opportunities, but especially for this one.
This one gets underway. All three women ready to go. Ring-a-ding, and our main event has begun. As Riley and Holly begin striking it out, Citrina taking a bit of a back seat here. Oh, but Holly catching her into that armbar. I think all three of these women sort of have something to prove here tonight.
Definitely, it's... well, Citrina's up already. All three are back on their feet now, slugging.
So striking it out for the most part. Who would you say your prediction is here, Curtis?
Oh, well, it's a great question. I mean, we saw what happened at Battle Lines. The elimination match was very illuminating, shall we say. I know who I want to win this. That's Queen. I really think that this could be her moment, but Lamone really has come into her element.
So you're going to take you think Lamone's got this?
Yeah, reluctantly. I do feel like this isn't the fairy tale night. How about you?
Same time, I think I'm going to have to take Holly Queen. I think of the three women in this match, Holly Queen has the biggest amount of skill and desire to win this. And I'm not trying to knock Riley Reeves at all, but for Riley Reeves, I feel like this may be just another night where she comes just short.
There is that possibility there.
He's yanking at the arm of Citrina Lamone.
I don't think it's right to write anyone off in these matches, but
true, as we've seen at Battle Lines, you don't even need to, hit the final move to steal the pinfall.
Absolutely, and we were just talking about Lightsall, and he's just fallen victim of that situation, but also that losing streak he had bears absolutely nothing on his current status, so...
As we see a rainmaker from Riley Reeves, but I think Holly Queen able to make it in and break it up in time. As these women have been going almost 100 miles per hour since the get-go.
Absolutely, and sometimes being called the nearly lady will light a fire up you. I think Reeves is kind of motivated here.
Yeah, Reeves has been on the front foot for a lot of this match, and now she's on the ground. Citrina now pulling at the hair of Holly Queen, all legal here in the CWF. And enziguri to Citrina Lamone from Holly Queen, and now Riley Reeves laying in the chops.
Taking it to the outside, no disqualification out here, triple threat rules.
Oh yes, no disqualifications. As Riley Reeves again taking it to Holly Queen here. And I think Riley Reeves might be a smart idea for Holly Queen to keep her on the outside. Yes, you might not be able to get the pinfall, Harley Queenn's in her element when she's within those 4 ropes, those 4 sides.
Not only that, it's not full scamp anywhere. If you're worried about anyone eating a pin, keep them out.
Yes, Citrina now sending Razor corner, misses the knees, and it's lifted up into the danger zone, and Citrina might be out.
Jesus!
Reeves picks up the win, and I've got to admit, somewhat dominating fashion.
That would have just made a believer out of me. Where'd that come from?
Reeves was on top for a good portion of that match, dodging the knees in the corner and hitting that danger zone for the cover.
Jesus.
We will now be seeing Scout McKenzie
The
versus
winner of the
Riley
main
Reeves
event,
at
and
Verdict.
your new #1 contender, the Renegade Riley Reeves.
That has been all for CWL Nemesis here tonight. I've been Alexander Shaw, on behalf of Curtis Robinson, I bid you a very farewell adieu.